Are you ready to take your fish from something like this to something like this? I got you. Pan-searing fish. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chronicles of Chef. I'm Scott Hamilton, and today we are going to pan-sear some beautiful cod. This is all about how simple it can be to cook fish. I know a lot of people get stressed about fish. I was just teaching my mom how to do this just the other day, and I was like, this needs to be a video. We're doing some pan-seared cod. We got some fennel and some orange because citruses are in season. Always a mind trip to me. Tomatoes, some zucchini, a beautiful bed of veggies, all in one pan, and you can swap out all these ingredients with ease once you get this technique down. So let's get cooking. All right, let's start building all these flavors to make this seared cod taste out of this world. First things first, I got my pan. It's nice and hot. We're gonna do the water test because it is a stainless steel, and we want to make sure this stays as non-stick as possible. And that little bubble, that beading right there, is perfect. Up here, how it kind of goes a little crazy. It's a little too hot, but it's okay. We're gonna throw that guy down. I'm going to leave the temperature nice and hot. We're going to drop a little bit of oil in here. I turn the temperature down once my oil is nice and hot. It's looking a little glossy, kind of looking like it's acting more like water rather than oil. We know that our oil is nice and hot. You can also stick like a toothpick, any wooden kind of instrument. It'll bubble. You know that it's good to go. All right, so before we actually sear our cod, we're going to start building some flavors and cooking our vegetables in this pan. Kind of like a one-pan meal kind of a deal. So I've got some chopped up leeks here. Just nice little half moons. I love leeks. They're soft and delicate. We're just going to go ahead and drop these in the pan. There's a nice sizzle, but we're not looking for anything too crazy. Smelling delicious already. Now, you don't have to use leeks. Any kind of onion would do on this kind of plan. We're looking more to look at the technique of cooking this cod. I'm just going to build some fun flavors to go along with it. You can use whatever you like to do in terms of flavor. If you more like a sweet onion, you want shallots, red onions. Do you want no onion? Sure, do what you like. We're just looking to soften these up really quickly. And once they begin to soften a little bit, we're gonna hit them with a little bit of salt. I'm gonna do some fennel. I'm looking for this like kind of orange fennel kind of flavors. Orange, citrus is in season, which always blows my mind. Every winter I'm like, oh yeah, it's citrus season now. There's beautiful oranges, there's beautiful lemons. Everything's out now in the winter. I think citrus in summer, but I digress. Fennel and orange is a beautiful combination. So I'm going to throw some fennel in here. I just did a nice little like kind of shaved fennel. I wanted to cook down. I wanted to soften up. If we left it bigger and chunkier, it's going to be harder to cook down. Again, a little bit of salt on this guy. We're just going to kind of let these two become friends. And right now I'm kind of more on like on a medium-low heat rather than like a full high heat. So I just want to soften these up. I'm looking for a really delicate kind of flavor in the background. You can see that we're starting to soften up just a hair. The whites are getting a little bit more translucent. Oh, man. It's smelling phenomenal. I'm loving it. I wanted a vegetable in here that feels a little bit heartier while you're eating it. So I did summer squash. Because one, it's going to cook quickly along with everything. And then also, I wanted a little bit of color. So this yellow is going to be nice and colorful in here. Kind of help brighten things up visually. We're in that saute mode, so I'm just going to let this sit and cook. The other day, I was showing my mom how to sear some tilapia, which led me to wanting to make this video of cooking a piece of fish and kind of making it a one-pan meal. But everyone, I feel like, is so afraid of fish because it's delicate. And they don't want to hammer it, but they're also worried raw fish is a little too weird. There's all these stigmas to it. And so we're going to build some beautiful flavors, and we'll show you. These are all interchangeable, but the steps are going to be the same. You want to saute some veggies now, get them starting to cook before we hit our pan with this beautiful fish, whether it's tilapia, salmon, cod, any kind of fish, bass, trout. You can do all sorts of things following this kind of steps and technique. We're looking good here. Our fennel's looking probably about a third of the way cooked through. Our squash is kind of getting some nice color on it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these flavors over here and I'm going to kind of push them off to the side here. You want to take whatever your veggies are. We're going to kind of put them slightly off to the heat, and we're going to leave this side of the pan that's empty over our heat because we want this to be warming up nicely. I'm going to do just a touch more oil. There we go. We're going to start searing off our cod now. I have this beautiful piece of cod here. It's looking absolutely gorgeous. I am just going to hit it with some salt, both sides, and we're going to salt it right before we throw it in. So we're going to do a little bit of butter here for flavor and to help make sure that this cod doesn't stick or anything. Now we're going to take our piece of cod here. We're going to lay it right into that butter, give it a nice press. And now the key here is to let this sit. You don't want to mess with it. You don't want to touch it. You want to let it be. I have a little bit of garlic that I minced up here, about a tablespoon or so. I'm going to throw that over our vegetables. And then also I have some zest of the orange that I'm going to throw over the vegetables. I'm going to throw a little bit over here, along with a little fennel, a little dill. Okay, and this is where we're starting to build that flavor on our fish. You can use whatever seasoning you want. I want some cinnamon, I want some warmth, I want a little heat, so I'm going to go with some Escalante from High Desert Kitchen. It's a little bit more Cuban and Mexican inspired, even though this feels like a little more French and like duck à l'orange inspired and everything. We're going to go with this kind of spicier orange, a little sweetness in there, a little cinnamon. We're just going to, just a hair. We're going to give this a nice mix over here. Oh man, the smells in here just exploded. Things are smelling absolutely phenomenal and so quick and easy, all right? This is a Cara orange. Again, we're getting into citrus season. It's the winter. There's all sorts of fun oranges. They look pretty. They taste even better. I mean, why not? We're just going to hit this whole thing with a little squirt here. There we go. We're going to take another little scoop of butter here. I had about 2 tablespoons total ready for me, just in case. I'm going to drop it into my pan. When a nice crust has formed, it will actually naturally release the fish, the steak, all those things from the pan itself. So we're just going to kind of get it. Ooh, yeah. Going to give a look at this guy. Get that butter back in there. Give it a flip. Ooh, nice golden brown. Could have let it go just a hair longer. So we'll make sure that we do it on this side. We're going to do the same thing to this side that we did on the other. We're going to hit it with a little bit of dill. Just a classic flavor, dill and fish. Fennel, again, fennel, dill, they all play really well together. And then, of course, a little bit of our Escalante seasoning. A little salt over everything. All right, let's check the temp on our fish here. Right here in the middle. We're at 100, 106, 104. I want to take this fish to about 138 so they can carry over into that 140. So you can start to see that we're starting to get a little burnt here, so we're going to turn it down just a hair. And what we're going to do now to help kind of release that fun a little bit is we're going to hit it with a little bit of this orange juice and give it a little stir and mix that fond all in with our veggies here that are getting nice and caramelized. Oh, see how the fish just popped right off? That's saying that the crust was made. We're good to go. We're going to give this one more flip. I'm going to throw the rest of this butter in here. Okay, we're going to move our fish more to the center of our pan. A little bit more of this orange juice as that butter kind of melts. And we're just going to kind of use this to baste this fish. Similar to like how you would baste a steak, right? So we're going to put this on here and just falls off, put it right back on. Let all that fat drip through. Keep this fish nice and moist and delicious. Oh, yeah. Look at those veggies are looking beautiful. Oh, that's a chunk of the fish. I think we should try it. So I'm about at 135. So I'm going to pull this fish off, and we're going to let it rest and come up to temperature. But it is looking absolutely beautiful for the rest of this fun. I have some tomatoes, maybe about a half a cup already chopped up. A little sweetness, a little tart. Goes really great with orange and the fennel. And also it's going to release a lot of liquid to kind of give us that sauce kind of feel without really making a full sauce. There we go. Brings everything up off the bottom of the pan. And now this time we're going to crank the heat and we're going to get after it. We're going to hit the last of our orange zest. We're going to do a little bit of the dill, a little more fennel fronds, and our supremed oranges. This was just fun. I had a half a thing. I wanted to try one, so I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. And we could let that just kind of hang out. And it's going to give us a new kind of flavor profile of that orange flavor by giving us a cooked slice of orange. I've never really cooked slices of oranges like this, so I'm really excited to see how it goes. It's smelling real good. I'm here with a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper. Tomatoes are starting to kind of soften up. which is what I was wanting. We got some good color on this. If you really wanted to make this extra saucy, a little touch of cream, a little stock, a little extra butter, you could really make this full saucy if you wanted to. Let's give it all a little try without burning myself to death here. You got a little bit of everything. Oh, this smells so good. Yo, that is, oh man, absolutely beautiful. Tastes phenomenal. Everything's cooked really well. There's some crunch to things. I'm just going to kind of round things out. I'm going to hit this with just a quick splash of water so we can pull all that fond off, and then we'll just let it sit in the pan before we plate up. And that water is just going to kind of help give us a little bit of sauce, a little way to help kind of pull any of this last bit of fond up, even with the off the heat. It's still just going to kind of cook down and look beautiful. All right, I'm going to get cleaned up. Let's get plated and let's get eaten. All right, let's get plating this beautifulness that we got going here. So we got our vegetables, and we're really just going to make kind of a nice bed. We got some great height. Our fish is looking beautiful. We're just going to drop that right on top. That's delicious. Woohoo! Yes. A little bit of dill. A little bit of the fennel fronds. And boom. That's what we're talking about right there. Beautiful pan-seared fish. Super quick, super simple. Now, this feels elegant. This feels fancy. I understand. But you don't have to do all the chopping, all those little things that I did. Just the searing it with that little bit of butter, whatever seasoning you want on it. And if you think about it like it's a steak and it's going to go quick and easy, oh man, come out with a beautiful dish like this. This is what we're talking about right here. All right, let's get digging in on this deliciousness. So first things first, I'm going to try out this fish. We're just going to kind of break it up a little. Oh, it's nice and flaky. See how beautiful it is? It's not translucent, so we know that it's cooked through, but it's still nice and moist. Oh, this is an end piece too. Oh yeah. That orange is there, the fennel. The Escalante seasoning is subtle in the background, which is great. I wanted that like cinnamon and those flavors just kind of lightly in the background. If I wasn't going with this orange thing, like an herb seasoning, a lemon pepper, your favorite barbecue seasoning, anything will do just fine. We're going to grab all these veggies, this fish. This is delicious. The veggies are cooked great. They're nice and moist. I know I talked about you could do a sauce. And listen, I'm a saucy guy. I love sauces, so I'm surprised I didn't make a sauce. But because of how moist these vegetables are, it doesn't really need a sauce. There's almost this like delicate light sauce underneath everything. Man, it is beautiful. The fennel is great. It has a nice crunch, but it's still soft, so it's not like you're eating anything raw. But it's that nice kind of licorice flavor, which is so wild to me. I don't like black licorice, but fennel, especially like sausages, fennel, like Italian sausage, fennel is like king there. Fennel, basil, tarragon, all those kind of fall in that licorice kind of flavor. And I think that fennel leans more towards basil. It has a little bit more sweetness and freshness than rather than like your like black licorice, which I struggle with. But this, all day, absolutely all day. Loving that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this inspires you to have some confidence in cooking your next fish. Let me know in the comments what kind of fish you're going to cook. Are you going cod? Are you going salmon? Are you going to go trout? Now, are you going to do a nice little pan-seared situation? Let me know those ingredients. I want to hear and I want to know. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things, and we'll see you next time.